This is the demo of the game that we're gonna develop within this video. Whenever I'm clicking on the virus, then the score is increasing and the virus is getting killed. Okay. Welcome to Techno Learning. If you have not subscribed Techno Learning yet, then click on the subscribe button. Okay. So in this video, we're gonna develop a COVID-19 game or coronavirus game. So let me start Android Studio and then I have to click on create a new project. Okay. After that, I have to select empty activity, that is default activity, then click on next. Here I have to give the name. So I will give the name as COVID game or Corona game. You can give the name as per your own choice. So I have given the name as Corona game, then I will clicking on finish. Okay, so the project is building up and it will take few moments and it is built. Okay, so we have to go to within this Gradle scripts and build Gradle, the second one. Here we have to give two dependencies. So I will be making some space here. Then I have to write here implementation and then the dependency. Okay, so I know the dependency, that's why I'm typing it. Otherwise, if you don't know about the dependency, then you can also search on Google. Like you can type Google Material Library for Android. Then you will be able to see this thing. Okay. Then the second one is for grid layout. And if you don't want to type and now you can also search it on Google like grid layout library for Android. Then you will be able to see this implementation part there. Then you can directly copy out. Okay, so these two dependencies I have given, material and grid layout. So I will be clicking on sync now to download these dependencies. Okay, so downloaded. Now I have to come within this resource and drawable. I have to place such pictures here. So here you can see that these pictures. So I will be copying out this and will paste there. Also I will be providing the link of these pictures. You can download it. I have provided the link within the video description. Then you can download them and place into this drawable. Here you can see that I have placed them within the drawable folder. Now I have to come within this layout. Okay, so we have one screen only, that is Android default, that is activity main. Okay, and now I have to remove this text view that is given within this constraint layout. So I will be just removing this out. Okay, so I have removed this, and within this constraint layout I have to give another layouts. Okay, there will be multiple nested layouts within this constraint layout. Okay, so the first layout is gonna be the grid layout itself. Okay, so let me place this just grid layout, and then I have to give the width and height. So I will be giving it customizedly. Okay, you can choose like according to the device. Okay, so it's like that 63630 dp. Okay, so you can also make it like match parent and wrap content here. Okay, now the margin from the start side is given as 1 dp. Okay, and then margin from the end side is also given as 1 dp. Now margin from the top will be 80 dp, and afterwards what I have to give here is to margin from the bottom is 1 dp. Okay, now the background. So as I have provided the pictures within the video description, I am using one of the pictures from them, and that picture name is bg. Okay, so I've just given the path drawable /bg. Now I have to give the properties that are required for constraint layout, as the parent layout is constraint layout. And now I have to give this like bottom to bottom of parent, and then end to end of parent, and now the start to start of is also parents. Okay, so now again top to top of is also gonna be parent. Okay, no issues. And right now what I gonna do is to give the vertical bias, just give it 0.00. Okay, And now close this grid layout, and within this grid layout we have to give, what we have to give is, let me check, yes, you have to give image views. Okay, so as you all know that the image view will gonna be the part of this grid layout, so we have to give it like a matrix of 3 by 3. That means 9 image view will be there. So we have to just give first one image view, then I will be copying out this image view and pasting it by 9 times. Okay, so giving like width and height. Okay, and now like on click, we have to also set up the on click of this image view, like what will we do when clicking on that particular thing. Okay, so now increase score, and what I have to do next is like layout columns. We have to define columns and rows as per the grid layout is given. So we have to give just the index. So I have given the index as 0 1. Okay, that means 0th column of first row. And now I have to provide that picture. So bias picture, here you can see that in the rightmost side, in the bottom, leftmost bottom of right side. Okay, so now this is this image view is completed. Now I just have to copy this, so I'll be just copying it, and afterwards what I gonna do is to paste this. Okay, so I have pasted it here. Now I just have to change the column and row as well as the ID. Okay, so I have changed the column as 1. So now you can see in the right side that this new image view is placed just after the previous one. Okay, so now just do it like one more time. I have to do it 9 times. Okay, and like I have to give the column here, so just give the column as 2, as we have given, like, yes. So first row is completed. Now we have to work on the second row. Okay, so here you can see that the first row is almost completed, and now we'll be doing it like 3 times. There will be 3 rows and it will contain 9 items. So pasted it again, and I have to provide the row number as I have changed the row, and then the column. Okay, so column is 0 and row is second. Okay, now just have to copy this and paste it again. You have to change it again, like make it 1 instead of 0. So make it 1. Here you can see that in the rightmost side, and then copy it again and paste it. Okay, so now you have to also change. So we'll be just changing this out, and again what I'm gonna do is to just make it change here. So here you can see that it's just like a matrix, as we are placing a matrix here. So it is really important to understand this thing of the grid layout. Okay, so pasted it again, and then what I gonna do is to make change within this row. So I'm just manipulating it, and then I gonna show you that how it works. Okay, so it's just like that, and again I have copied, and then I have to provide, like, make it. And here you can see that in the right side we have almost placed like 7-8 things, and now just 2 more things are left out. So we'll be just completing them, and now again, so giving last one. Okay, so just like that, almost completed. And here you can see that lots of errors. Just have to change the IDs for these particular image views and make them different. So starting from 1 and giving it like 3, 4, 5, then 6 and 7. Okay, and 9, 8 and 9. Okay, so there will be somewhat mistakes maybe there in the counting, but don't worry, I'll be just correcting out all these things. Okay, and now I have to provide text views here. Okay, so let me place a text view here, and that text view will have a ID, of course, and that ID will be time txt. Okay, and then I have to provide the width and height for this particular text view, so I'm giving that. And then like I have given the height and width, and these are customizable. Okay, you can make it like wrap content, trap content also. Like text I have given like time lapse, it's a time lapse. Like you have to play the game for 10 seconds, and if you want to increase it, then just make it change, make it 20, 30 as per your choice. Okay, so now text style bold and the gravity is center. For this particular text view, I have to give the text size for this particular text view, and then what I gonna do is almost this is complete, but I have to provide the like app column here. So app, and such that we have a column, and column is 1. Okay, and now row, so row is 0. So here you can see that in the rightmost top side there is time 10, and the above side of the right screen of the phone. Yeah, so text view is completed. Now we have to give another text view, like it's for killing, like how many viruses have been killed. So like we have to give the text view here, so this will, you can count it as your score. Okay, so number of kills. So giving the width and height, make sure that I'm giving it customizedly. You can give it like wrap content. Okay, and you can also redesign this screen as per your choice. Okay, so it's like a margin from the end, and it should be like 111 dp. Okay, and now like text is there, so text I will be like kill, so there will be a number of kills, that how many viruses are getting killed. Okay, so first of all remain it like 0, and then the text size is there, so making it 24 sp. Again the text style is bold, so that it may be visible. And now the text color, so the text color is within hex, so you can also search about the hex form of colors on the internet to increase or enhance your knowledge. I'm giving like bottom to bottom off, and this ID is not created yet, that's why it is showing the error. Okay, and now end to end of parent. Okay, so what we gonna do is to provide the ID for that grid layout, so that everything can be settled out. Okay, so make it grid layout. Now you can see that the kill is at the bottom, time is at the top, and everything is almost done. Okay, so what I gonna do is to like check with the margin from the bottom side, maybe given as like, okay, so it is also working, but I think we don't need this margin from the bottom side, so it can be removed also. So it's your choice, like giving it or not. Like we can also use the property like center and parent true, but it may be for the parent layout should be relative layout. Okay, and now margin from the end, yeah, I have removed that the bottom. Okay, so this is completed, and there are errors. Okay, there is no one error, but a collection of errors, and it is because of one thing only, and that is our on click. We have to create this. So I have to just come here and click like we have not given the implementation of this on click, that's why it is showing error. So I have to give the implementation for this, and then this error will be removed. Okay, so what I gonna do is to give it right now, right away, create increase and main activity. Okay, now it is created. Now you can see that the error will be removed, and now there is one error left out. Let me see. Okay, so we have not closed this text view. That's really a silly mistake, so I just have to give slash here, and then you can see that there are no errors. It is error free. Okay, only warnings are there but not the errors. Okay, so this main activity XML design is completed. Now we have to move forward to the main activity where we gonna code for this. Okay, in Java. So here we have to make properties or the objects. Like first of all, we are taking it as image view here. So array of image view, as we have almost 9 image views in the XML. That's why we are creating this. Again, we need handler because we're gonna work on Runnable, and Runnable is needed like the things will change while working, or within a seconds, or number of seconds will make change. Like we have timer also. Okay, so now we are just making like score and then image view. It's a particular image view. The first one is a array, and now it's a particular image view for this, and that image list will contain these as the elements. Okay, so that's why we are creating them like 1 2 3 and we'll go up to 9. Okay, no issues. We have to go up to 9, and then we have to create a Runnable here. And now Runnable is used for multi-threading mostly when you are doing more things at once. That's why. Now we have to also request for the full screen. We don't need that toolbar, so we have to hide that, and that's why we are using it request window feature, and now feature no title. Okay, so it is given, and again we have to like get support action bar, and then we have to hide it. Okay, no issues. So now with these 2 lines we have hide that toolbar. The toolbar is hidden. Now it is full screen. Only the status bar will be there. Okay, now we are just mapping with the text views here, and like find by view by id, and then giving like r.id score txt. Okay, again for the kill number also r.id dot time txt. Okay, so it's like we have given like scoring is for killing number and time is given as for kill no. Okay, so don't worry about this. This is just a code and just a mapping. You can change it or else you can remain it as I am doing. Okay, so image view, and now what I'm gonna do with the image view is like to map these image view, like image view, as we have almost 9 image views I think. Yeah, so first we have to go within this XML and let's check from where this image view starts. So this image view must have some redundancy. I have created something like for 2 times, so let me check that. Just I have removed that, but I have removed that, then that particular image is removed, so this is not the redundancy. Let me check for the redundancy where it is. So here it is within this 6 and 7, so I will be removing this 7 and now you can see there is no effect on the screen. Now I will just changing the IDs, so I'll just have to change that IDs. Okay, so if you have also make this, then please change the IDs and remove that particular 7 and then work. Okay, that was also a silly mistake within the hurry up. These mistakes happens when you are copying and pasting this. Okay, so now I have to create it like up to 9 times, and now what I gonna do is to just change it the image view, and then it's a map with that particular XML. Okay, so here like 3 and 4, like 5, 6 and 7, and then we have 8 here, and the last one will be 9. So here it is 9. Okay, no issues. I have to give it like here 2 and then 3, then we have 4, then we have 5, and again like here we have to place it like 6. Okay, then we have 7 also, and then 8. Okay, why 8? As the counting starts from 0, so 0 to 8, 9 are there, and 1 to 9, 9 are there. Okay, so don't get confused in these things. Okay, so just we have to provide these as the element for that particular image list that we have created at the first. So now we have to give all these image views as the element of that thing. So I'm just taking up within the curly braces. Okay, and now 5, and then we have 6, again we have 7, and then we have 8, and finally we gonna have the 9th one. Okay, so it is also completed, the image list part. Okay, so now we have to just like make it gone. We have to make it like a function, like whenever we will be clicking on that particular virus, then it should disappear, then our like it should have killed and our score should increase. But we have to make such functions for that, and we have also created increase score function at the first, and now we are creating this. So we are using the handler and runnable for this, and within the run function what we gonna do is to make a for loop here that will traverse over the image view of the image list. Okay, so now what we gonna do within this for loop body is to just set image view dot set image and then resource, and here we have to provide the resource, and the resource is stored within that drawable. So just like it is the second image, actually the first image was the virus, and this is the second image virus. When it is like when you have clicked or the some time has passed, then this image will appear. Okay, so now we have the handler, and within the handler we are using like looper.get main looper, and then what we gonna do next is to handler dot like post delete. Okay, so within this we have to create another run, and it's a run within run. Are you understanding this thing? And then this will be used to just make it like image resource and change it to again r dot it should be drawable actually. So drawable, then virus. Okay, again what we gonna do next is to just give the time here. So I'll be just giving the time as 900 milliseconds. Okay, and then we're gonna set the visibility. So make sure the visibility is invisible, make it invisible like a virus has killed. Okay, no issues, make it gone. And now we have like a random function, like it should be appear at the random places that we have the index up to 9 places, so we have to generate it. Okay, so I'm gonna generate it within this using this random function, and we want the random function to work up to a certain limit, that is 0 to 9, sorry 9, up to 9, 1 to 9. Okay, as we have 9 elements. Okay, and then we have image list, and we'll just setting out these, set visibility, and we'll make it visible. So we'll be taking out values randomly and make that particular image view visible on the screen with the help of this random function. Then we gonna do it up to daily milliseconds difference 600. Okay, so this is almost completed, and now we have to place this like post delete here, like post only, not post delete, and runnable, then this. Okay, so now we have to remove this extra space from here, and furthermore what we have to do here is to, we have that function, other function, increase score, and now let me come within this function. Okay, that is increase score function. Okay, so we'll be just making score is equals to score plus 1 or score plus plus here. Okay, whenever this function is called out, then your score will be plus up to 1. Okay, like plus 1. Yeah, so make it like text and then setting it as score. Okay, so increase score, this function is almost done. This is having the part up to here only. So this function has done, and then make it gone function is completed, and now we have to come within this on create method. And what we gonna do within this on create method is to make the countdown timer here. Like why we need countdown timer? Countdown timer is needed for the number of seconds your game will be played. Okay, within the played state. So we have to make a function like on tick, and on tick what we gonna do is to kill number dot set act. It is actually the timer, not the score. Okay, don't get confused with it, like millisecond, and have to divide this by 1000. Okay, so this will appear within the seconds, and this is starting from 10,000 to, and countdown interval is 1000. So you can change it like what you want to change, you can change it. You want 10 seconds, so I've set it up to for 10 seconds. You want 20, then make it change up to 20,000. Okay, then within this on finish function we have to set text as game time over. Okay, not the game. Okay, then we have to remove callbacks also for the runnable, and now there will be a for loop. So the for loop is same as the previous one. We'll be just traversing that particular image list here also. And what we're gonna do, image dot set visibility, and then we'll be making visibility as like invisible. Okay, now the on finish function is almost like we have to make alert dialog here. So alert dialog is to just to show you like this will have the positive and negative buttons also. So alert dialog dot builder, and then we have to build this, and we have to pass the context as the main activity dot this. Okay, then we have alert, we have to set the title. So I'm just setting the title as try again here, and then what I gonna do is to just wait for a second. Like title is setted out, and we have to give the message also. Yeah, so like message, set message, and here you have to provide the message like are you really want to try again. So it's like are you really, and then you have restart. Yeah, and make a question mark here. Okay, so then alert dot set positive button. Yeah, we have the positive and negative button. For their functionality, we have to set this up also. Okay, set a positive button, and within this we have to pass the text as yes and no, and then we have this on click listener for this particular dialog interface. So it's the second one. Yeah, and within the on click will be doing with that. So making the intent here, and alt plus enter to import this, and it should be like get intent, and call up the finish function here. So it will just restart the whole activity, and start activity, pass out the intent within this function. Okay, so what I gonna do is to give colon here, semi, yeah, and now we have to also set up the on negative also, like we have set up the positive one, but it's the time for the negative one also. Alert dialog will have yes and no option. We have done for the yes, and now it's for no. So negative one, and here it's like no, and then the same thing, that particular interface on click listener. Okay, and within this on click we have to write like a toast here. So I'm giving the toast is equals to make text, and then like we have to pass the context here, main activity dot this, and we'll be giving the text as game over, and then we have to set up the time, toast dot length short, and then finally we have to show it like dot show. Okay, give semicolon, and then alert dot show. Okay, it is completed. Now we have to just start it, dot start. It's a part of Runnable actually. And now just close this. So here you can see that no errors, everything is good. And now I have to just scroll it down. If you have messed up at anywhere, then you can correct, but I'll be just running this, as this was very easy. So just running it, installing, and it's installed. And now here you can see that the game, I'll be just clicking on this virus sign, then scores is increasing and time is lapsing. Okay, so then there will be option like, are you really want to restart? Then I'll click on yes. Then I'll be just making the score higher this time. Just clicking on this virus, yes, I'm clicking, then you can see that score is going up to 13, but time lapse again. Now I'll be just clicking less, let me see, yeah, 7, and then restart, yes, again, and now the score is 0.8. Okay, so I don't want to know, so game over. Okay, so thank you for watching.